Not that Scott Drew ever hit the panic button, but the Baylor Bears enter tonight having won 2 straight. Still on a skid in one sense, though. The Bears return home from a week on the road, having dropped their past 2 home games to Texas Tech and Oklahoma State. Enter Kansas State, and not the pushover K-State we've known the past 2 years. It's the coaches versus cancer game inside the Farrell Center. Bears sharing during the game who they're standing with tonight. First half, Kendall Brown pushing it up the floor, finds Adam Flagler in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Rebound to who else? Jonathan Chachua up top. Dale Bonner straightaway 3. That one's good. Bears up by 4 at that point. Later on, still in the first half, Brown driving, finds Flagler. Welcome back, Jeremy Sohan. His first point since January 8th puts Baylor up by 12. Baylor up 18 at the half. Second half, Flagler, LJ Cryer, 3. It's good. Lead is up to 18 for the Bears. Then it's Bonner going baseline. Matthew Meyer, the finish off the glass. Bears roll in this one as Chachua gets on the board here. 74-49 is your final. Nikki Lattarulo is live from the Farrell Center with more on this one.
Curtis, Scott Drew opened his press conference tonight saying he personally felt extra motivation heading into the game, considering they had lost 2 straight at home. And I think his team felt the same way. A 25-point win over Kansas State, and they got Jeremy Sohan back. Sohan had missed the last 4.5 games with that ankle sprain. Tonight, he played 21 minutes, finishing with 5 points and 2 rebounds. Coach Drew said while he may not be back to 100% on offense, he was a difference maker on defense, contesting shots and contributing to Baylor holding the Wildcats to just 32% shooting. Drew says they've had an uptick on defensive effort, and a lot of that comes down to getting their rotation back to full strength.
Fatigue makes cowards of us all, and when you get depth, it helps you. And I thought Dale played great minutes. Having Jeremy back was huge. But that's why depth is really important, because normally people, when they get tired, they still can play on the offensive end. It's the defensive end they tend to rest.
Tonight was also a strong game for Dale Bonner. He transferred up from the Division II level. He finished with 7 points and a team-high 5 assists. The Bears were still without James Akinjo. He is dealing with that tailbone injury, and the Bears will now travel to Alabama for the Big 12 SEC Challenge on Saturday in Tuscaloosa. Curtis?
All right, Nikki, appreciate it. We'll see you here in a bit.